hello. What is going on with this project? Hello. Welcome. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you. Hello. Give me a second. Let me just set up this camera here, this lighting system here. Okay, yo. Right. Hey, hello. Welcome on this Father's Day, or this auspicious day. I just want to say thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming today on this auspicious Father's Day. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. All right. Morning. Happy Father's Day to all the dads in the whole entire world. Those of you that have just tuned in, I myself just logged in. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget when you come in, give us the thumbs up, hit the notification bell right below there. You'll be notified when we have our next live. Welcome one, welcome all. Please share this stream with someone. I'm going to leave this link here right now for you to do so. Tell it to a friend, tell it to somebody. All right. Now, today, what I want to do, I just want to give the dads a little advice um, in terms of life. All right. Um, being a father like myself, being a dad like myself. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, you have to do a lot of critical thinking. You have to do a lot of instant thinking, right? And we don't really get chance to be too slow. We don't really get chance to be too relaxed, right? We're always on the grind. We're always on the move. We're always doing something, whereas we are doing it for the sake of our family, right? The thing about it is that many women out here right now, they sort of downplay guys, whereas they don't do enough, right? But I just want to say first to begin with, I have a wonderful family. My life is going great. I have no relationship problems, none at all, right? That is based on the fact of proper and how to put it, proper communication, one, and proper communication and the ability to how to put it, not being neutral, but the ability to be open minded, right? And it is going quite well. It's going quite well. This year make it about 4 years. I think me and my wife married. We living together about 6 years. It's wonderful. It's really good. It's really good. Now, what I'm saying about dads today, what I'm saying to dads today, right? I know many of you trying your best. What you also need to do is don't let anybody cramp your success. Don't let anybody do that. We guys love a lot, right? We love from our hearts, right? I'm not saying women don't, but we guys love from the heart. I'm talking from a guy's perspective here this morning, all right? And sometimes when you're in a relationship with someone, you end the relationship with that somebody, it's like, and you move on, like you find somebody else, right? And for whatever reason, that last person wants you to be like at their mercy, But what you need to do at that point, don't let any negative influence come into your relationship, be it past, present, definitely not future, right? Don't let any negative influence creep into your relationship. They start off small like this, and then they escalate into a bigger, bigger problem. Before you know it, you had one problem, you had two problems. Next thing you know, you have 10 problems. All right. The important thing, if you know you want the family life, you have a good relationship with your spouse, with your wife, fellas. Keep it that way. Don't go running behind somebody else. Don't be trying to sneak up on another lady and say peekaboo or anything like that. I mean, what the heck is wrong with you, right? If you have a good relationship with your wife, why you want to mess that up? And sometimes we tend to let these things spiral out of control, right? And it is not good for us. It's not healthy for us. If you ever know of the saying, we have a saying right here in our country. I don't know if it's worldwide or whatsoever. Like I say, we from the Caribbean, all right? I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, one of the most, not one, the most beautiful Caribbean island in the entire world, all right? It's like little heaven. Anyway, um, how to put it? I want to put it that you can understand. Sometimes life goes so smoothly, you have no problems, right? Don't go out there and create a problem. If your spouse being faithful to you, don't go out there and look for someone else to put yourself with, to make yourself put yourself in a unfaithful position. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Really, it doesn't. Right? Stick with your partner. Learn about your partner. If it is, you're all making a lot of money, whatsoever the case is, you all have two decent jobs between you all. I mean, you might be able to communicate with your coworkers. Your wife might be able to communicate with her coworkers, but at the end of the day, don't bring your work stress home. Don't do that. That is another problem we just be having as guys or as couples. Don't bring your home, your work stress at home, and don't carry your home stress at work. Now, I have no stress. Period. I just have someone um, who have been trying to create a disturbance in my life. A past person, right? But what is going on now is that I don't really pay attention. I learned to master the art of playing with, not playing with. Let me rephrase that. I learned to master the art of ignoring negative people. Yeah, ignoring negative people. Period. I don't want to be too close to negative people. And even self alignment with friends or whatever the case is, I always make sure and maintain my relationship silence. That is another thing that guys do, that guys don't do, and they get in problem, right? I mean, alignment with your boys, yes, whatever the case is, there are certain things that you will talk about pertaining to your personal lifestyle at home with your wife, right? Not because another one of your brethren having problems, another one of your partner having problems, another one of your boys having problems. I mean to say, their problems have to get up in your head and for you to start creating problems for yourself. Don't do that. Why you want to do that? Do not let somebody else's problem become yours. Next thing, I go on and on here. I could go on and on wholly about this topic. Guys, I don't want you all to hate me. I just want you all to listen to me and understand me. Today is Father's Day, right? Make that change today. Make that change today. Make that change today. Come on, what are you waiting for? Another thing is that how can you take relationship advice from someone who was never successful in a relationship? I listened to a mentor of mine, right? His name is Ty Lopez. Yes, he's all over social media right now. Ty Lopez, right? A lot of people should take pattern from this guy in terms of creating their own success story. All right, but anyway, so Ty Lopez, what he said makes sense to me, right? What he said make a lot of sense to me. He was like, how can you take advice from someone who was not successful in doing the same thing that you are setting out to do, right? Really and truly, if somebody failed at a particular topic or a particular genre in life or a particular, how to put it, a particular style, like a particular lifestyle, if they fail at that, how can you Accept advice from them. If it is they are so smart, right? And they have all the answers. How come it never worked for them? How come it never worked for them? You see, we cannot continue to do things like this. We can't do it. We can't continue to do things like this, right? Take advice from people who have been successful at it in life or who are successful at it in life. I'm not gonna take if I'm a mechanic. Well, I just do mechanic as well. I'm good at it, right? If it is that I'm doing auto mechanics, right? I'm not gonna take advice from a tailor as to how to fix a car unless he knows mechanics too. I'm not gonna take advice from a priest as to how to fix the car unless he knows about car too. I mean, come on. Let's be real here. Let's be real. You only take advice from people that are successful at what you are setting out to do. Only what you are setting out to do. That is the people that you take advice from. Anything else is bullshit. Although, like Ty Lopez once said too, I'm bigging him up on this chat because he makes a lot of sense to me, right? Like Ty Lopez says, right? In your whole life, you meet, let's say you meet 100 people, which represents 100% of people, right? Um, when you come across these 100 people, there's one person that stands out, that speaks differently, that does things differently from that whole 100%. So 99% will tell you garbage. But when you hear that one person talk different and they speak about success, that is the person you need to pay attention to. That is the person you need to pay attention to. Don't let anybody dictate your pace the way that you want to have their problems as yours. Or next thing too. Guys, I mean, come on. Yes, you want to watch a little movie, you want to learn about how to deal with the situation, whatsoever the case is. Do your research. That is all. You have the internet here. Instead of look, listen. Instead of going to the wrong source, I mean, come on. Do your research. Do your research, man. Ask- Give me a second. Give me a second. Uh, I can go on and on and on about relationship advice right now because I am successful at what I do, relationship wise. Right? Fellas, I just don't want you all to fall at the wayside and waste your whole life away. And when you get older, you get lonelier, you get totally disturbed. So much to the fact that it start creating dementia in your head or whatsoever that just I don't want to see you all going the wrong way. Mhm. So you want to you want to learn about relationship. Maybe I should launch a relationship channel, man. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should launch a relationship channel, segment it out, and do like some different segments. Probably like one video a month or whatsoever the case is. Guys, you need to be mindful. It goes for ladies as well. Do not let your friends, all right? Do not give your friends that opportunity to get involved in your relationship. You want to speak to someone? Go to a professional. Go to a shrink, Or if I launch my relationship channel, how to maintain a healthy relationship channel, maybe you could tune into me then, but I'll let you all know. But regardless to what, right? Always remember, do not let your friends get into your relationship. Friends destroy relationship from the time they learn about your relationship. Period. All right? They destroy your relationship. I'm being honest with you. Sometimes I need to do a channel. I need to do a channel. I need to start charging for that channel. Anyway, sometimes you have a friend. They in an unhealthy relationship. They in a relationship whereas it's not working. Things is not happening the way it should. Um, they're being abused physically, mentally, emotionally, however you have it. All right, and they may not want to do it. They may not know that they're doing it, but sometimes they create in their head, you know, a lot of how to put it. I won't say jealousy, but it creates a lot of angered moments. Let me put it that way: angered moments in their head about your relationship because they start asking themselves questions like they start asking themselves question like, why can't this work for me? What am I doing wrong? Why is his or her relationship so better than mine? Something you start saying to say to yourself, I tired of hearing about his relationship, how it's so perfect, and he thinks his relationship is so perfect, or she thinks her relationship is so perfect. There must be a fault. There must be a way for me to show my friend that their relationship is not all that well. And things like this started creeping, and then before you know it, it ends up in a messy situation. Whereas people are just like they start to let their emotions about your relationship worry them to the fact that they believe that they should have what you have. Yes, if you have a successful relationship, everybody deserves a successful relationship. Everybody does, right? But the way how some people creep into your relationship is like their sole purpose is to destroy your relationship because theirs is in a mess. I'm talking to the fathers this morning, the fathers of the world this morning. I want you all to understand that you're not alone. You're not alone. Sometimes things happen to us as men. We try our best. We give our best 125%, and sometimes a woman might say one thing that could just dismantle all that hard work that we would have built, that hard work that we would have put in there. We feel discouraged. We feel discouraged. We feel like, maybe it's time to throw in the towel. Maybe it's time to quit. Maybe it's time to do whatsoever the case is just to get out of that situation. But I beg of you not to. Don't. Don't. You're getting into a relationship. You need to understand one thing here. You need to understand a few things actually. Communication is your best friend. Communication is your best friend. Understanding is your best friend's ally. And compromise is all of your friends, right? So these three things you all need to know. Do not for 1 second think that if you are in a relationship, you are in a relationship by yourself. If you want to be in a relationship by yourself, stay by your damn self. That is all. Don't go harassing somebody to get somebody no big headache or whatever the case is. You want to be in a relationship by yourself, stay by your damn self. Plain talk. All right. Um, and I think guys do that land them into a lot of trouble. You see this one say and the that one say, but this one say to do this and that one say to do that. But this one say to try this, or that one say to try that. You see, that shit is going to land you in a lot of problems because if you keep going home to your wife, you keep going home to your girlfriend, you keep going home to your spouse, whatever the case, and you keep saying, Michael said to try this, Tom said to do that, Kevin said to do it that way. Your wife will ask you the question one of these days. I know because I got to do the past, right? Your wife or your girlfriend or spouse or whatsoever the case is, fiance, will ask you if Michael knows so much, if Kevin knows so much, if Tom knows so much, why don't you go live with them? You know what I said? You see, you cannot allow your friends to be too heavily involved in your relationship. If you want to complicate your relationship, when you do so, most of us do. So I'm saying when you do so, don't go to your friend for advice. There are people that the government hire and they are just sitting in chairs with minimum work and getting maximum pay. All right. They're called psychologists that the government provide, I think, or something like that, right? Even if the government don't provide to you psychologists or shrinks or whatever they call them, find yourself to a good shrink. A shrink that has time, which is highly unlikely. But anyway, a shrink that has more time than the average shrink, the average famous international shrink, right? Get yourself to that person and you can talk to that person. That is what they are being paid for. Your friends ain't getting paid for shit, so they'll tell you anything. Your friends could be giving you advice to mash up your relationship down the road. So that he could end up with your woman or so that she could end up with your man, or whatever the case is. That's just how it goes. Yeah, right? So don't be confused, people. Fellows, men, don't be confused about things in life. I mean, come on. If your relationship is not as you see it, if your relationship is not as you want it, do some research. Find out what your partner like to do and start doing stuff. Listen to me. There's a new era of thinking that has begun over the past few months because you would have spent more time at home with your partner if you did. If you didn't, you should move out. If you didn't, he or she should put their ass out. Because if you had all that free time and you didn't spend all that free time, at least most of that free time, at least some portion of that free time with your partner, you on shit. Yeah, you on deep doo you on damn shit. All right. During that period, I spent a lot of time with my family, with my wife, and I just came off a vacation when this whole episode started, and then I was like on a mini vacation again. So I was happy. I like spending time with my family. I love spending time with my wife. I love spending time with children. That's good. That's good for you. That's healthy for you. That's healthy living, right? Sometimes we just take up ourselves, we just go to the beach and we just relax. Get up early in the morning, leave home like about 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And we just go to the beach and take a bath. By the time 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we back at home. You see, don't need to be, listen to me. Oh my goodness, I need to do a challenge. More. I just started on this topic. And, I really, really think that I need to do a channel pertaining to relationship advice. I'm seeing too many hemorrhaging out here. Too many hemorrhaging. Too much bleeding hearts out here. Too much broken, too much punctured hearts out here. I'm seeing too much of that. And it's based upon communication. Communication in a relationship is your best friend. Communication. That is number one. There's nothing else but communication. That should be your first and your number one priority in terms of a healthy relationship. Listen to me. Not because you're a man. Yes, God made man first. God made a woman to be with a man, not a man to be with a woman. Right? So God made man first. Period. Ah, I need to do a channel. I think I'll launch that channel this week. I'll launch that channel this week. Listen to me. God made man first, yes. He gave man dominion over everything, yes. But let me tell you something. Not because as a man you have all that power, that means to say you need to abuse it. Let me ask you something. When you get your wife fixed, right? I'm talking to the real time, you know. When you get your wife fixed, let me say she ain't cook for the day, but I guess she vexed early in the morning and she's about to cook, right? How you think that food gonna taste? If her mind is all over the place, it's here, it's there, it's here, it's there, it's up there, down there, here, there. Where, how do you think your food is going to taste? I can tell you, 89% of the times, it don't taste good because her mind is not settled because of something you did or something you sent or a text message you receive. Huh? I'm making sense here? However, if she's in a good mood, you get up every morning, you wake up to a little breakfast, or you wake, listen to me. Hey, fellas, I'm gonna tell you something what is work. I'm gonna tell you something what is work wonders in my relationship. This might sound like something that a lot of you may not want to do, but if you don't do it, another guy is gonna do it for you. Period. I'm telling you this. This is good relationship advice here. Come, somebody send me $100. Nah, just kidding. Now listen to me. This is good relationship advice. Nothing would please a woman more to either go to sleep with a nice massage or wake up one morning to a nice massage. You see that? You have no idea how much that is going to help you throughout the day or throughout the night, right? You see that right there? Take what I tell you. That does work wonders. That's like the miracle, the act of miracle. I put it that way. That's like the act of miracle. You see when women see that they appreciate him. Sometimes you go to work and coming home from work, whatever the case is. If you come home from work in a reasonable time, you know you could spend some time with your wife. Go out. Don't listen. The next thing guys do when we go out to work and we're coming back home, we think about stuff that we think a woman might want. So we buy it, we bring it home. Next thing you know, you're so tired from work, you don't feel to go anywhere again. But do this. Make a little phone call in advance, shoot a little call in advance. Say, babes, here what's going on. I'm coming down the road now. Organize yourself, get ready by the time. I'll be there in like about 15 minutes. I'll be there in like about 20 minutes. Let's go down the road and see what we could get, right? And you go with them. You go with them. Even if your wife is working, you and her just come home, whatever the case is, take her for a little drive. Put the children in the car. Come on. Be that person. Be that role model. Be that motivator. Because as the man in the family, you need to be motivated, right? And you know how you could get motivation from your spouse, from your partner, from your wife, is to do things that will make her comfortable. Do things that will make her comfortable. That is all in it. It's saying a woman just want to be appreciated. That is all. That is all. Right? I'm not saying my relationship is 100%. I'm not saying that. But it's nice. It's good. It's wonderful. So far, I'm having no problems. No problems. So you see me today, Father's Day. And then the next thing why I just do for Father's Day too. Sometimes I might be wrong for doing so, whatever the case is. I might get scolded from my wife for doing so, whatever the case is. But most of the times on Father's Day, I try to do the cooking. You see, sometimes my wife even have to ask me to cook. If I see she's busy, she's doing something, listen to me, I eat a lot. So I don't like to wait for people to cook for me or whatever the case is. So that's just my take on things, all right? So if I find the kitchen ain't smoking enough, it don't have enough heat in the kitchen at a particular time, I get myself up and I go do it. Sometimes she might come down and say, hey, hello. She might come to help sometimes and say, hello, listen, slow down, hold up, hold up. No, 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 you relax yourself today. I will deal with this. I deal with it. As men, I urge you all not to take advantage of any situation at home, any relationship at home, your relationship at home, be it to the sense that or to the fact that we might think that we supposed to be completely controlled. Maybe that's true. But in this modern time, yeah, a woman must have a little say in a relationship. All right? She must. Yes, at the end of the day, you're the man in the house. But if you don't act like the man in the house, she's gonna get somebody who can act like a man in the house. So you better stop it. Do things of a man, and she will look at you as a man. You do things as a child, she's gonna look at you like, hey, you freak that I signed up for here. Did I just sign that freaking contract? Oh my goodness, did I just do that? I'm going to launch a relationship channel probably at the end of this week. I think I'm gonna do it because it have a lot of things that guys does that women do as well, and they don't really pay attention to it. They don't really pay attention to it. I'm not gonna give you all any advice as to how to start a relationship. I mean, because many of you won't want to start it that way. But the thing is about it, fellas, we need to understand that we are our family's keeper. We are our family's investment. If you know you want macaroni pie on a Sunday and stew chicken, and so we make a dish here that we call callaloo. That's some bush mixed up with coconut and a lot of seasoning, and a lot of flavors, and some pork tails, and some this and some that. Wonderful, wonderful dish. I'm gonna send you all these photos. I'm gonna send you all these photos as soon as I get my phone back working. Anybody wanna donate a phone to me? I mean, this is like the third phone I've been through for the year. Anybody wanna donate a phone to me? Just leave me a little comment right there. I'll give you my personal number, personal address, whatever the case is. You could send to me. You could inbox it. You can do whatever. Yes. If you want to contribute a phone to me, no problem. That's good. Right. But anyway, I will send you all some photos that would have you all in awe. You all need to come to Trinidad and Tobago. But anyway, um, I really, really will start that channel, that relationship channel. I really will. Because it makes a lot of sense to me to do so, like now more than ever, because a lot of people would have just come out of a situation whereas they were home with their partners and they didn't know what to do. They ran out of ideas. They're so glad to go back out to work. When the first day of work say, hey, when the boss called, he said, hey, we back out to work. They run out of the house, whoosh, and go on your way. Yeah, that's bolt out of the house. And you're so glad to go. I know many of you would have been under mental strains during that time. But hey, let me tell you something. This is some good advice because we're winding down with this live stream right now. I need to get to a particular place. All right. Um, this is good advice. Those of you that thinking about starting a relationship, you need to understand something about relationships. If you are serious about it, it will be a lifetime commitment. It'll be a lifetime contract. Don't think that when you get into a relationship with someone, you are that final product. Or don't think that when you get into a relationship, you can still act as an independent body. You are not. You are not. The only how you act as an independent body is when the two of you become one, meaning marriage. Okay? Because the both of you will be joined as one. The both of you will be joined as one. All right? That's just how it goes. When you go into a church and you get married, and whatever the case is, they say two become one. Right? Talk done. But if you know you're not ready for a relationship, You just want to play around with people's emotion or whatsoever the case is. I mean, there are places you could go and spend your money and get that done. All right? Understand one thing. I'm not going to spell it out here. There are places where you can go and play around and have a good time, and you could not hurt anybody because that person, chances are they done hurt so much time that they didn't have time to be hurt no more. Now, there are places where you could go to do these things. I'm not advising you to go there, but I'm just saying, do not play with somebody's heart. Don't play with somebody's mind. Don't lie to them just to get a piece of mushu, like Chris Tucker said in Rush Hour. All right? Don't play around with people's life. Stop creating broken hearts. Stop creating broken dreams. Stop creating broken promises. Okay? Now, like I say, my relationship is not 100% perfect, but it is about 97% perfect. 97%. The other 3% is missing because I ain't get my skyline yet. Right. But like I tell you, guys, come on. Let's get with the program here. And there are some guys that feel because they work a lot and they make a lot of money and their wife is at home or whatever the case is, it's like um they have a house slave. I mean, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Some of you women especially too like to think that because you make more money than the men that you are the man in the house. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. Give your guys some respect. You want to get respect in return, ladies? Give your husband respect. Give your boyfriend respect. Give your spouse, your fiance, that level of respect that he deserves. Or else you're going to end up in problems too. No? Don't think we as guys alone end up in problems. No? You all end up in problems too. You know what? I really, really think I'm going to launch this channel probably from today. If not early in the morning, please go about relationship advice. You know what? Because I'm tired of seeing people mess up their relationship by talking to the wrong people or doing the wrong things. Right? Today's Dad's Day. I like to call it Dad's Day, not Father's Day. Today's Dad's Day. All right? Please, if you want the rest of your day to go good, fellas, make her breakfast with your mother. Or talk to she a little bit. Get up, say, hey, what we on, girl? Morning. How things? How you doing? Or whatsoever the case is, right? But don't. As Father's Day or Dad's Day is today, get up and annoy the shit out of the lady. You're gonna have a shitty Father's Day. I'm telling you that. You're going to have a shitty Father's Day. Yeah, it's that real. So, those of you that just joined the stream, I want you all to give us a little thumbs up. Um, Click on that notification icon right below there, that little bell there, with a little thing to the bottom there. Just click on that bell, ring that bell, leave a comment, let us know what you think. I will launch that relationship channel very, very soon. If not today, probably tomorrow, or for the latest, I would say Wednesday, because I want to make sure that I'm getting across to a lot of you. I want to make sure I'm getting across to a lot of you, because at the end of the day, I mean, life is very, very simple. And only us as communication, because of stubbornness and uh, um, because of stubbornness and the ability to not communicate, we end up in problems. We end up in big, big problems. You understand? Sometimes me and my wife we quarrel a little bit. Yeah, that's no problem. That's healthy relationship. You know, it's even healthier when we don't quarrel. We go right back to normal. We're like, all right, yeah. So, what we eating today? Where we going? What's where the kids is? Let's go to the mall. Let's go and do something. I mean, you see, holding on to a problem only creates more problems, right? Holding on to a problem only creates more problems. I need to do this channel. I need to do this channel. Um, I need to do this channel. It's too long. It's too long. I was thinking about it for quite some time. I was thinking about doing this relationship channel for quite some time, but I wasn't sure as to what avenue to touch base with you all. Now, I'm putting up a disclaimer here immediately. My experience with relationships is not your experience with relationships. Okay? So, not because I'm speaking about relationships, that means to say I'm giving you relationship advice. I may not be qualified like many shrinks or many persons pertaining to relationships, but I'm gonna tell you something. I've lived a lot. Now, there's a difference, eh? There's a difference in terms of learning about relationships and living through relationships. Always remember that. Always remember that. There's a difference about learning about relationships, and there's a difference about living in relationships. I'm really, really tired of seeing people hurting out here concerning relationships. You know what? I'm going to launch this channel today. Today, I'm going to launch that channel. So, anybody you know, just want to hear about my experience in relationships or just want to get some knowledge about things that I would have passed in relationship, let them know. I'm going to launch that channel. I'm going to share the link here one of these days and I'm going to launch that channel. I'm going to launch that channel. I'm going to do a live with that channel. All my all my experiences will be live. I mean, everything that we need to talk about pertaining to relationship on the guy's perspective is gonna go live, right? It's gonna be live. You see, it's time for us to start living healthy. You can't live healthy if it is you don't have the right formula for a relationship. Some people, when they're going through a stressing relationship, they get bloated, they get big, they get overweight. Some people they get underweight. And it all has to do with depression. Eh? You see, depression is the key to a lot of ailments out here, a lot of diseases and things. It starts from home. It starts from home. It starts from within your relationship with your children, with your wife, with your husband, whosoever it is. It starts with that. It starts with that. And I just want to say to you all today that there's hope. There's hope at the end of the road. Don't give in and be a dope. All right? I'm telling you all, I'm going to launch that channel. I want to see just what that channel does for some of you all here. All right? So we are getting ready to bring this live stream to an end. I just want to say thank you all for joining this live stream. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for listening. Now, I will be launching that channel pretty soon. Like I say, I'll try my best to launch that channel today because there's a lot of things that needs to be done. There's a lot of things that need to be spoken of so that we can understand our position in the house, so that we can understand our position in relationships. Okay? Many people, I know someone right now. I'll tell you something. And this is to show you how relationships can linger, can stay there, can be with you for a lifetime. Let me tell you something. I know someone who was in a bad relationship. I'm telling you right now, real time, was in a bad relationship. And that person, up to this day, is an old person. That relationship ended when they were young. But today, that person is an old person, right? That person is an old person right now. And that person haven't gotten over that broken relationship yet. Be careful. You don't create a lifelong broken relationship with someone. Because some people, like we said, there's get the banker, meaning there's tote feelings, there's carry on feelings for all their lives. Fellas, do the right thing. I'll be launching that channel today. Thank you all for viewing this live stream. I have a lot of work to do. Let me get to it. Relationship building. Thank you.